Europe. And the idea is that in the old movie, Boris Karloff comes out and tells you, in the old original 1933 movie of Frankenstein, he comes out and says that this is a story about a old mad scientist at Bavarian University of Ingolstadt. And he has put together all of these nefarious pieces and created a monster. And that's what Frankenstein meant. And the rabbi was bringing out that all this story of Frankenstein is that the Bavarian professor Adam Weishaupt had put together a Frankenstein monster to frighten the world. And what he did is he used different people and put them together, the different pieces, into a monster. And so Hollywood has known these stories. Hollywood is totally aware of all of these symbolism that's behind these stories. And so I'm saying there's no way we are going to remain a free people without facing the facts that it's an educated electorate. We love to go around talking about how we have the right to elect. Boy, in America, we have the right to elect. But we don't have the right to select. That's what the problem is. So without education, without knowledge and understanding, which comes from many hours of study and listening and understanding and researching on your own, we're not going to remain a free people.
And that's really the key, is not to believe anything that you hear from anyone, including me, including you,
absolutely,
including their own mother. People have got to learn to start digging up and researching and
all
studying.
All of this on their own.
Absolutely.
And then you will make it your own. Then you will finally see how we have been had as a people. And believe me, we are in serious trouble because the secret societies, even the Masonic orders today, when I have asked these Freemasons, who is it that is actually running your organization, they will tell you that they have a name for them they call the hidden masters.
The hidden supervisors.
The hidden supervisor, the hidden masters.
And it's always 9.
Right.
And that goes back to the legend of the beginning of the Order of the Rose and Cross, and Hiram Abiff, and the whole works, all the way back into history, that there is a round table of 9 somewhere who is guiding all the machinations of the secret societies leading to a one world government. Now, I don't know if these 9 people really exist.
It doesn't matter.
That's exactly right. It doesn't
matter. But what we do know is that it is organized, it is orchestrated, and there is a method to the madness. And it may not make any sense to you because you don't know what's going on. But if you were on the inner sanctums of these criminals as they're planning their criminology throughout the world and their bloodshed, if you were a fly on the wall meeting with these criminals, then you would see that the things which are happening in the world make sense.
That's correct. And also, one of the methods that they manipulate us is to turn us against each other.
Absolutely.
Racism is a form of this.
Yes.
Getting different religions to fight against each other is a form of this.
But that's a protection to them. As long as you're out fighting somebody else, you're not joining forces to uncover them.
It's part of the distraction, the illusion, so that we're not looking in the right corner to see the cockroaches doing the real damage.
Absolutely.
When they crawl out from under the sink at midnight.
And that's a very good analogy, because that's just what they are. They're cockroaches. They're animals. And as a matter of fact, they have symbolism in words, as I said, and I want to throw this one at you. In California, we have something called the criminal justice system. Think about it. It's a criminal justice system, and they know what they're doing. I mean, they have this thing back in Georgia called the what is it for disease control? The Center for Disease Control. It's not the Center for Disease Eradication. It's for the Center of Disease Control. The way that we have grown up in this country, accepting symbols, emblems, words, institutions, government symbols. We need to educate ourselves that there is a whole world of knowledge there that we have not been privy to know.
Well, their concept of us, meaning the normal, everyday, and I consider myself to be in that category.
Right.
I'm just like everybody else out there. Probably if I had never been a member of the Office of Naval Intelligence, I would never have caught on to any of this and would not be doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm no different than the average listener out there. It's just that one day I woke up, looked myself in the mirror and said, Bill, you've been stupid for all of your life. I'm not going to be stupid anymore. Right. Now I've got to do something smart. I've got to wise up, and that's really the only thing that separates me from most other people. So, but their concept of us is that we're like animals, like cattle, that we don't have any intelligence.
Precisely. That's why they say that our offspring are kids. And we have kids.
And they rub it in our face.
Absolutely.
They rub our nose in it.
And we go around saying that we have kids. Now, kids are baby goats. That's what they think of us. We're a bunch of goats, a bunch of animals, cattle, and that we deserve. They figure we're going to get taken anyway because we're so stupid. Their idea is that since we're going to get taken anyway,
they might as well do.
They might as well go on and do it because somebody's going to do it anyway. Absolutely. So I'm saying I'm tired of being taken.
Me too.
And I want to wake the people up around the world to the fact that there is a method to the madness. It is orchestrated, organized, directed, and financed by criminals, and until such time as you understand that, you're never going to see this world getting any better, and somebody has to take up the reins, somebody has to do this, and we're putting our lives on the line by doing this, but at this point, I don't care anymore. All I want is to see this master conspiracy uncovered. I'd like to see all of this stuff uncovered for the first time. And that's exactly what the people behind our government do not want. They don't want the people to wake up. That's why they give you plenty of liquor stores, make sure you got plenty of booze and plenty of alcohol and plenty of entertainment and Hollywood
and plenty of football games.
Right.
And this is all the concept of the old Roman circus.
That's it.
When the emperor didn't want you to see what he was doing, he would give you
bread and circuses. Entertain you.
That's right. Wine and circus.
On your way out.
So, folks, I'm going to quote from Chapter 1 of my book, Behold a Pale Horse. And I want you to remember this because this is their philosophy. A nation or world of people who will not use their intelligence are no better than animals who do not have intelligence, and such people are beasts of burden and stakes on the table by choice and consent. Now, if you'd like to write to Jordan Maxwell and ask him for further information or just send him your thoughts and ideas on this program, you can do so in care of Jordan Maxwell, Post Office Box 7442, Burbank, California, 91510. Once again, now write this down. If you don't have a pen and paper, you better get one quick. And you know you should never listen to this program, the hour of the time, without pen and paper, because you're going to get caught with your pants down every time. The name, once again, is Jordan Maxwell. Post Office Box 7442, Burbank, California, 91510. One more time for the slowpokes. Jordan Maxwell, Post Office Box 7442, Burbank, California, 91510. If you'd like to write to me and ask for a packet of information or give me your comments on this program, write to Post Office Box 1420, Sholo, Arizona, 85901. That's Post Office Box 1420, Sholo, Arizona, 85901. You know, we've done, I guess tonight makes the 23rd hour of programming on the mystery schools. This is the only media outlet in the world where any of this information has ever been aired in the entirety and the complexity and the depth that we have aired it. We've turned over the rocks. We've watched the bugs scurry. We've shined a bright light on them. They consider themselves to be illumined, but I'm going to tell you folks right now, those of you who listen to this program regularly are the only illumined, truly illumined people in this world. And where these members of these secret societies pretend to be working for the illumination and the furtherance of the human race and for 1,000 years of true peace, they are liars, deceivers, manipulators, and criminals. And the only people who are ever going to bring peace into this world will be you and I. People like Jordan Maxwell, people who really care about peace and security and about our children and about our future. Remember that, folks. As you go to bed tonight, remember, we love you here. We're thinking of you. Good night, and God bless you all.